here for a match between Apostolo, Soul Ruler, and SamE. SamE? SamE. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure that Sam is also recording this on his channel, so you might want to check that out. If I'm good, I will get a link up to his version of the video. Probably you can see below this video, there probably isn't one because I probably have neglected to do that, or I've uploaded this before him and I haven't changed it later. Anyway, I'll try to get that done, but don't be surprised if you look below and it isn't. You can search SamE Old Dominion for his YouTube channel. It should be there. It's going to say Dominion League Season 35 versus Apostoloso Ruler or something like that. Anyway, let's look at this board. Inventor, King's Court. Stables is your draw. Butcher. Training probably not relevant. Okay, so opening Inventor seems fine, but not maybe great. You could go like silver silver if you have 4-3. Neither of them have 4-3. You could think about Nomad Camp, but I'm not huge on it. I think the reason I would think about silver silver is to get a butcher quickly, but maybe you just don't need that here. Yeah, you could try to play without butcher. You might want to forge, but it probably depends a little bit on how many times you hit 5 and how quickly you hit 7. I think the main thrust of the game plan here is going to be getting a lot of stables for draw, get some King's Courts, and then do Inventor stuff. But that doesn't necessarily mean you need an Inventor fast. Plaza is fine, but not fantastic, so I think I lean towards silver silver, but going for stables rather than butcher probably. This might be the rare skip butcher board. And they both open Inventor, which seems more normal to me. You're going to want it eventually, but I think it lowers your chances of hitting 5 enough that I don't like it quite as much as silver silver. It's not going to be a huge deal though. Apostoloso Ruler, yeah, he can think about doing this and making it very, very likely that he gets to stables here, and I guess there was some chance it got him to King's Court? No, there was no chance it got him to King's Court. This was his best possible draw. There's some chance it gets Sam to King's Court. Walled Village seems worse by a significant margin to Plaza, because the Walled Village bonus just is very unlikely to matter, and the Plaza bonus, well, you take free money now and then, and that's going to help you maybe spike King's Court faster. So yeah, Sam takes another ghost town, and is he going to get a butcher here or a stables? Oh, I guess this early 7 wouldn't have been King's Court, it would have been Forge probably. It's possible that you could, in lieu of going for stables, go for just Forge and try to thin down and then just draw with King's Court and whatever villages, I mean, because they're cantrips here that you have. Although they're going for ghost towns, which I'm not huge on here. He does go for Butcher. And another ghost town. I mean, I just don't think Ghost Town is doing much for you. Yeah, it draws a card, but he's going to take another Ghost Town here. That'll let him draw the rest of his deck next turn, which means he'll draw 1 estate, 5 coppers, more Ghost Towns? What is left in his deck? Oh, a silver. And yeah, so that would get him to 7 for sure. So that seems reasonable. And then he'd probably pick up a forge. Gains a nomad camp. Really? Huh. Well, Apostoloso ruler also probably. And he just goes for King's Court. Wow, but he doesn't have that much to king. Well, he lines it up with his inventor here, which is obviously the thing you want to be kinging. But, I don't know, man. Um, what do here? You could go silver into the last ghost town and buy a King's Court or a forge. Looks like that's what he's doing and goes for King's Court, but I don't know. I think I like his spot a little bit better than Sam's. Um, After kind of that area, I guess Sam was a little bit faster to King's Court, and of course he did get the collision, so that's very good. Of course, you'd assume another King's Court here, yeah. Another inventor, and let's see if he goes for King's Court or Stables here. Yeah, Stables makes sense to me. You got to be able to draw your inventors and stuff. Sam probably buys nothing. Yeah. This could be another Stables here, I think, is what you want. Yeah. Into copper so he can buy King's Court, I think. Either that or like silver or inventor. Inventor and buy Stables maybe. Guess he could be thinking about Plaza versus Stables here. Okay, goes for the Stables. I guess you king the walled village. You just want to be able to draw as much as you can. It's not really what you want to king. I feel like he's a bit behind, so maybe you have to take the risk. I don't know. It just seems probably too many inventors. He only has the one King's Court, and he doesn't have that much draw right now. So now he has two King's Courts, but I don't think he has enough draw. Sam, I don't think he can risk playing this Plaza. I think he just has to king the Plaza. And, well, I think he should have at least discarded the last time for the copper there. It's just like a free. It's unlikely to matter, but yeah. So this is interesting. This is also not great for Apostoloso ruler though. He doesn't have any ghost towns in play, does he? Nope. Yeah. Take like Plaza Stables. No, 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 no. Too many duchies. Too many duchies. You got to get some draw, man. There aren't three piles ending, and if there are three piles ending, you're gonna lose anyway. I don't. Yeah. Um, he's just gonna start buying all these duchies. Hmm. I don't believe in it. Now you play probably Plaza and then another stables. You're looking for your third. You're not gonna find your third king's court, I guess, before you need to king something here. I don't think he has enough stables for that. Yeah. You could think about butchering before something anyway. I guess you could think about like King Butcher there, but this seems like a suboptimal order to me. It's probably not going to matter too much. Okay. Is this still a stables? It is a stables in his hand, so he can. Let's see. Is this a win? King Inventor. Get. If he can get 3 duchies, a province, and an estate, and empty inventors, oh, that's a lot to ask. So if you king inventor and play inventor, king inventor, and or maybe you just play inventor. How many cards are in his discard? 2. So we can play inventor and then stables and plaza and make sure that he draws that inventor. I'll have 2 inventors in hand. I'll have a king's court. So he can play another inventor to gain a duchy, and then he can king an inventor to gain duchy, duchy, stables. And then he can't win. So, but he has another plaza, so he can inventor an inventor. Draw 3 cards. There's 1. He plays a plaza. Inventor, another inventor. I think that does it. I think that's. Is that enough games? I don't think it is. Maybe I've miscounted. It's a little hard for me to see the hand. Oh, this is more. This is better than I thought. Yeah, this should win. So Plaza, and now Inventor, the last Inventor, and the 3 duchies, and butcher something into points and then buy province. Yeah. I don't think going for the duchies was good, although it looks like he was probably losing anyway. Yeah. Getting the King's Court to collide with that inventor immediately was pretty nice there. I'm not sure still whether going for this ghost towns and stuff was better than what I was thinking. I think I still like what I was, talking about, but I'm not totally sure. Silos kinds of goes well with Shepherd, though it doesn't go well with Pasture. You have fewer coppers. Settlers goes well with Silos. Ferry on. Well, so to counter Haunted Woods, if you have an extra Shepherd, you can be fine, because you can just draw 8 cards. There are No terminals other than the Haunted Woods, which you might play a Haunted Woods a turn, but you also could easily not. There's no extra gains except kind of sort of hideout. You can trash a green card and gain a curse, but I don't really believe in it, so what are we doing? We're drawing, I think, with Shepherd. We're keeping our estates. We like to thin some coppers, or maybe we just play with silos in lieu of thinning coppers. We want to get a lot of groundskeepers, probably one woods to play each turn, one haunted woods, maybe a hideout to trash some of these coppers. You're going to need some money somehow. Um, you might just play with settlers, I don't know. So you need some money somehow. That could be a single silver, a single poacher. Um, and what do you want to ferry? Groundskeepers? Probably. Maybe you don't ferry anything. Um, Probably hit 5 reasonably enough. Pretty quickly. I think I probably opened Shepherd. Settler, I could see silos. Silver, maybe. I don't think I like poachers so much. I'd probably go for a silver as the money I want. Wow, going straight for ferry on groundskeeper. Hmm, that's probably okay. I don't think it's great. Like, he can win the groundskeeper split probably, but his deck isn't superb. SamE is doing more along the lines of what I'd want to do. So you ditch the coppers, yeah, and you only ditch one of these estates here. Oh, hmm. Guess this is okay. And now I probably buy a groundskeeper because I don't want to lose that split too badly. And I can buy the other stuff when I have less money. Buys Haunted Woods. Interesting. He's going to get another settlers here, I assume. Haunted Woods makes a little more sense against Apostoloso Ruler's deck, but still not super convinced. Didn't want to draw on there. Oh, I guess he wanted to top deck the GK. I don't really understand what that does for. I guess you're less likely to draw a state. I don't know. Playing that Shepherd didn't really do anything for him here. He's like, surely he's not going to buy something more expensive than what he could have afforded. But okay, it's not really going to matter one way or another. Um, yeah. In general, I like what SamE is doing more, but I'd be worried if I were Postaloso ruler about the, um, or if I were Sam, not if I were Postaloso ruler. If I were Sam, I'd be worried about this groundskeeper split getting out of hand. Here, I'd probably take another Shepherd. Takes a poacher now. Yeah, I mean, you can do that. I think I'm going to want more Shepherds, though. Maybe he has enough draw given the way he's built. Might be okay. His deck is going to be pretty reliable here. Play woods, buy groundskeeper. Guess he could just start trying to salt the provinces down, but yeah, that's interesting. I don't know if he has enough draw to do all of this before he gets ground down, but it's probably not too far off, and like if he just misses once, he gets a shepherd later, so okay. Apostoloso ruler has 4 groundskeepers now, which means like if he can just duchy as much as Sam provinces, he'll be fine. Actually, given shepherd, estates are equal. An estate with 4 groundskeepers in play is equal in points to a province, so he can be okay if the game goes long. The problem, of course, is that Sam's deck is better at drawing and stuff. And he continues to get groundskeepers. Yeah, so Sam is probably going to fail to province before he gets all of them. But at that point, he just buys another shepherd. The interesting potential problem is if you miss getting your haunted woods played, then it could be more problematic. So I kind of wanted one more shepherd before this point for Sam, but okay, yeah. I mean, I wasn't thinking about doing this and just sidestepping the groundskeepers. It's probably okay, but yeah. So here he's going to get that shepherd, but this is the issue. Um, his last card here is the other haunted woods, so I don't know exactly what the best thing to do in terms of his silos and his all of this stuff is. Um, you either ship both coppers, or oh, it's not the other haunted woods. Of course, that was in play. I think I'd probably even take another shepherd here. He could also take a settlers or a poacher, maybe, or an estate even. I'm not a big fan of that estate. I guess I haven't really mathed out how the points are likely to work out, but I think the shepherd has probably got to be better, especially over the long run. Okay, Apostoloso ruler goes for his second. Shepherd, Sam does find one here, right in the nick of time. A state would be more than province because the pasture. At this point, if you got all the groundskeepers, but he isn't drawing well enough to get all the groundskeepers. That's the problem. Yeah, Sam has built his deck to draw much better, and that's going to be the difference in the game here. And that's the problem with just going straight for the groundskeepers. Sam draws his deck again. Sam plays a Haunted Woods again. Sam buys a province again. I think he'll probably miss one more time, but it won't be super relevant. Yeah, I definitely would have liked another shepherd rather than the estate at that point in time. 5 groundskeepers, 6 groundskeepers in play. Buy a duchy. Keep the shepherd in hand to seed for next turn. The duchy scores a lot of points, but it's not that many more than province. Sam is, I think, not going to draw quite everything here. Just pitch one of these provinces or the estate. Maybe no, you probably want to pitch more. He does get to 8 again, so that works out. See what a Postuloso ruler does here, and yeah, an estate. That estate is worth 5. So it's not much worse than province, but yeah, Sam does find a shepherd there, so maybe this greediness will pay off in terms of that estate. I still think I would have gotten the shepherd route. I think he's been pretty fortunate to draw this well, but and I don't think that that one estate is likely to matter. But I mean, it's not, I guess, 100% clear. Both of them are probably very likely to lead to victory. You draw first, cycle coppers, play the settlers, hope to find a, and you whiff. The Postuloso ruler finds a shepherd. He finds another shepherd. Definitely need to pitch as much as possible. GK, 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 GK. So this is going to be a good turn for him. Is this all 7 groundskeepers? Yeah, looks like it. And no woods in play, also good. But it's just, he needs a couple more duds from Sam, and I don't think that's likely enough. Settlers. The last card here is Poacher. Okay, that's fine. I would go ahead and play it, I think. Maybe you don't. You got to think about it. Certainly. Yeah, maybe this is better by another shepherd. Yeah. Okay, so Sam is pretty likely to win this turn, I think. Play the settlers. You could be thinking about not playing the settlers, but you want to find your last groundskeeper? He's going to get a duchy here. And now he's within range if he can province next, but well, this isn't nothing. This isn't nothing. Play your woods. Buy an estate. The estate isn't very likely to matter, I suppose, but it still seems worthwhile to me. Just on the off chance. Yeah, okay. And now Sam should have it here. Take your woods trigger first, and then do that, and then you're going to draw your whole deck off of these 3 shepherds. Way overdrawing, of course. And there's a province, and there's the game. So, yeah, I would have liked Mostly a shepherd instead of the estate. But other than that, I think Sam played pretty well, and maybe even a little bit better than my other suggestions at the times. But that early estate, yeah. Okay, here we have Guildhall Masterpiece. That's pretty much just got to be it. I think. I guess you could embargo the masterpieces, but I'm pretty sure the curses won't really matter. You should open Scavenger Silver. I think. I think that's better than Young Witch. Silver. Mm, I don't know. Maybe Young Witch is better. What are the chances of hitting 5 off Young Witch Silver? Anyway, that's the only question here. I guess there's some question on when to overpay. Whoa. Well, research is not. This is disaster for Apostoloso ruler. This is disaster for Apostoloso ruler. Sam gets his guild hall, and I think the game's about over. Because Apostoloso ruler gets a big masterpiece here, but he doesn't have his guild hall yet. It's bad. I think he needed to get guild hall there anyway. Um, and then try to say first advantage, player advantage is what? No, you gotta get the silver anyway. Embargo just seems way too slow. Definitely overpay. My goodness. I just don't understand. Slam a big overpay here. Max overpay. I don't know what this embargo is doing for you. There's nothing you want to embargo. Max overpay. And I think you don't play the research and just max overpay. Okay, he does play the research. I don't think that's worth it. Max overpay. And actually, you need to make sure, yeah, you're not getting enough silvers. You don't max overpay, you only do the rest of the silvers. It's probably not going to matter. Trashing the silver was bad. Maybe actually that was already time to green instead of getting the masterpiece there. Apostoloso Ruler's deck is in better shape. Sam has the Young Witch, which I expect will decide the game. He also has like an extra turn here. I think I'd go ahead and spend 4 coffers. But you could think about just spending 1. Wait, what? You don't resign then? I guess you do. They each have 5-2, although with the Baker token, that's maybe less relevant. Although I guess maybe you wanted to, maybe it's fine. Recruiter thins down. There is no draw. Kind of horse traders, but they have to play villain for it to be draw. So because there's no draw, you're mostly playing a moneyish kind of thing. Okay, yeah, I think you go one recruiter, pageant, and try to take coffers a lot. I think I'd keep the coffer here, and probably I'd buy nothing, but I could see buying a candlestick maker. I could kind of see buying a silver. I don't like buying coin of the realm at all. You have a recruiter already. What do you want? You want a lot of farmers markets? I'm not convinced. Villain's probably okay at some point, but you have a recruiter already. Gets another recruiter. Don't like it. Love the pageant. Play candlestick maker. Play recruiter. Buy. Oh, what? No. Why? You don't need a second recruiter here. Get a villain. Postaloso ruler gets a gold. Sam gets candlestick maker. Yep. This should be a silver. I don't think villain is two coffers better than silver at that point. Discard that. Because then here, if you had a silver, you would buy a villain and take a coffers. In fact, I think you should have still done that there. Here, I'm not sure between villain and silver. Maybe another baker. I don't know. Yeah, he's never used that, and I don't think he's likely to. Horse Traders is interesting. Against the villain that's likely to get played often, but I mean, it just also seems better, I think. I guess the coin trashes itself, basically. So that's the thing it has going for. don't want bandit camp, I don't think. I'm not really trying to like multi-province here. I would just start provincing now as opposed to Loso ruler. Oh, I think this is building too big. Trash another copper. You do get to react this horse traders, which is very nice. I would just have bought a silver here. Looks like he's going to get a horse traders, which, despite drawing cards, like it's going to discard at the end. So could have also gotten a farmer's market. He takes a gold. Okay. I would seriously think about trashing recruiter to recruiter there. Or trashing the horse traders here. But I would definitely be provincing. Yes. Trash a copper, play your baker, play your villain, discard. Not sure if that's what I would have discarded, but it's probably fine. Province, play recruiter, trash a candlestick maker, play villain, buy province. I mean, they're each going to be provincing pretty reliably. Sam doesn't have any plus buy, so he's only going to be provincing reliably, whereas at some point a Postoloso ruler can take something else as well. So Sam now has a decision on whether to just buy province here and say at some point you're gonna not be able to province, or he could get a plus buy card here and say I'm gonna be doubling. I think farmer's market is where I would have gone. And a Postolosa ruler, yeah, province. Time to recruit the recruiter? Yes, okay. Villain, obviously you're going to discard a thing there. Sam's going to double province, I assume. You could province duchy. But I think I just like doubling. Yeah. Post ruler should just buy a state, yes. And now, oh, this works out reasonably well. Guess you discard recruiter again. Yeah, this is tricky. You could province duchy here and say Apostoloso ruler, I don't think you can province duchy, which is probably accurate. But then you might not be able to province the next turn. Could be double duchy. I guess it could be province estate. That doesn't seem good to me. The problem is, if you duchy here, you're not in a great position for the long game, I don't think. So I think I try to play a shorter game. But yeah, this is plausible. Trash the horse traders. Again, this is the huh. Yeah, double duchy seemed reasonable. If you're gonna province duchy, then your deck is likely too bad, and this is probably fine. Um, Doubling again, I think, is going to be real hard. He's just a duchy here, and you're going to dance. But I think the dance works out better for a Postaloso ruler, basically. I think you discard Bandit Camp. Drawing Candlestick Maker is not enough to win if you draw it off of Bandit Camp here. Sam, I think, has to duchy. I think he's committed to duchy here, which is a bit iffy. His deck is going to stop. He's not going to be able to double whatever later. But I guess he could get nothing and just say, I'm going to double province. I don't know how much money he has in his deck. He has another province and duchy, and some treasures, and another couple bakers. Has he trashed his second? No, he has another recruiter. Sam did nothing. I think Apostoloso ruler just duchies here. Baker, Baker, and Sam gets there. Yeah. Yeah, so this was a good call, I think. Um, Somehow I'm not overall convinced by the overall play of that game, but I don't know. Orchard is having 3 or more copies. You're going to want a lot of menageries. You can get ports pretty easy. Border Guard's not bad. Ironmonger is fine to good. Maybe University, but I think that's probably not so much worth it. So, I don't know. Look out Ironworks. You want to get to Goons and you want to have a lot of menageries. And you're going to need a little money to get to Goons, which is probably silvers. But you're not going to get there super fast anyway, so you don't need to open the silvers necessarily. But I would get 1, maybe 2 before I get menageries. I think Transmogrify just doesn't do enough. Or fast enough. Okay, mirrored openings. I think you go after ironmongers. Um, I wouldn't have gotten the second ironworks. That does not seem good to me. Here I would get a silver for sure. You're gonna need one to hit 6, and you definitely want to hit 6. And I'm not huge on the second lookout. I think you'll get there with the 1 by the time you need to. And I want to just be getting my other stuff faster, so I want the silver. So this should be ironmonger and silver. Well, the menagerie works out here, but you're gonna need a silver. I mean, maybe Ironworks is his only terminal now. He wants to gain the silver. No, because that's only 1 money, and actually having the silver is 2. Yep. You run into that problem here. I think I'd gain another Ironmonger and probably buy another Ironmonger. Buys Port. I mean, that's going to be more different cards, and eventually you want Ports, but Port is actively bad for his deck at this point, so I don't like it. I mean, I should say actively bad. It helps his 1 Menagerie, and it hurts his Ironmongers. And so maybe it's not actively bad, but it's not good. It's really medium. I would take another silver here so I could get my goons, especially since I have 2 lookouts. He doesn't. He gets a mine. Really? I don't like mine. It's terminal, which I guess isn't a big deal, but like you have 2 lookouts. You're going to be trashing most of your coppers. You're not going to have much left to do with your mine. Okay. Trash the overgrown estate. Put that silver on top. Play your Ironmonger next? No. Okay. Obviously, you're going to buy a border guard here. Um, that seems like a weird play order to me. Do you want to play your lookout before your port? And definitely border guard is a better card than port, so I don't know why you top deck the port. Buy a silver already. Ugh. Probably top it, given that I'm playing the lookout. And then I might trash copper anyway here. Menagerie on top seems fine. Sam seems to be in a much better position because he actually has any amount of money in his deck. Trash the Necropolis. The Ironmonger on top. Okay. Silver. finally. Okay. So Sam leads with Menagerie here. And what are these last cards? How many coppers does he have left? Okay. So he's going to need to gain silver with this ironworks if he wants to goons, which I would want to do. And in the interest of not killing the shuffle, I probably would leave this on top. Discarded silver, really? And not going to play the lookouts? Or you put the silver on top, you play a lookout, you ironworks a silver. He's going to gain an action here, but I want to start getting my goons online. I mean, maybe you just don't need that, but it is how you're scoring points here. At some point, I would start valuing Menagerie over Ironmonger. And I would think that that point has probably already come. Take the silver, player Menagerie. I guess you could take the Ironmonger and player Menagerie too. Yeah. No, you leave the port on top. This is coming together. Put it on top, player Ironmonger next. What? Player Lookout now. Trash the copper. Yes, do it like this. Yup. And now I don't know that there's anything worth gaining and playing. Another transmogrify or something. What copper did he not trash? I don't. Maybe I'm missing something. Okay, and this has got to be goons, right? Probably not on top. does put it on top. Maybe I haven't tracked his deck. Well, I guess he has a menagerie in there. Yeah, I still think Sam's ahead because of being thinner on copper. I guess maybe the mine had something to do with that. It and or the lookout definitely did, but I'm not sure, how much of the credit goes to each of those. This ironmonger. Okay. Now, you want to gain more menageries. And you could buy like 2 border guards here. Yeah, I just don't think you need the number of ironmongers that they have. You need 3 because you want to score orchard points off them, but you keep that on top so you can play your lookout. You want menagerie here. You ditch the gold probably. I don't know. That's probably it. You just play your Ironworks mine and goons, and you don't play this lookout. And you have 3, 6, 8, 10 money. Okay, he wants to trash the silver. I don't think I'm in favor of that, but it's close. You want... I guess he only has 3 ironmongers? Probably not really going to matter. You're going to take 1 menagerie, 1 goons, and 1 ironmonger here, I think. Oh. It does matter. He has 11, not 10, at which point I would have liked to gain, I think, the ironmonger, which gives you a little bit of security in case you want to play a lookout and you have to trash one. But I would traveling fair here and go Goons Menagerie and top deck. Maybe just the Menagerie, but possibly also the Goons. Well, I don't think you have time for T-Mog. I think you need to worry about ports and ironmongers and menageries as well. He could have maybe actually just already bought port there to get in range. Postaloso ruler can angle for pileouts a lot easier. Take another menagerie. You want to just draw max. Ironmonger. Keep the border guard. Ironmonger. Keep the T-Mog. Play border guard. Take the T-Mog, I guess. Play menagerie. Okay, now hold on. Stop and think. I think Apostoloso ruler might be able to win here. Gets Ironmonger. Stop and think. Get Ironmonger. You can buy Menagerie and how many? Not enough border guards. Take the Ironworks for points. Draw the Ironworks. Because you might as well gain more stuff. For sure. Take the Ironworks. See, but I think if he did this differently, he could have been able to. He didn't need to draw the hovel. If he did it differently, he could have gained another transmogrify and had it on the mat, which very well could be relevant here. Now I think you gain it anyway, and then buy Goon's estate or something. You don't want to lower piles now. You're fine doing it later. Three, two, three money. I think you still gain a transmogrify here. I think. I'm not exactly sure how much Sam can do. He takes another port, which I'm not the hugest fan of. Takes a province, which I'm also not the hugest fan of, but it might be okay. Yeah. Okay, so I assume Sam already has uh, points from Ironmongers, Menageries, and Border Guards. But no, that assumption must be wrong because, yeah, that assumption must be wrong because he only has 10 points. So he can get it from Border Guards, I think, is the one he's missing because there's an Ironmonger, there's an Ironmonger, and there's an Ironmonger. He has Menageries, and yeah, okay. So he'll get it from Border Guards. Um, he can Ironworks and Ironmonger here and play two goons. Trash the lookout, I guess. So you Ironworks and Ironmonger. And then you... I mean, you can also get extra Ironworks if points are going to be an issue. I think you can get up to 3 Ironworks as well as doing this, like play them all. Because you have 3 draw cards left. So your Ironworks and Ironworks. Then you take the Ironworks. Ironworks and Ironworks. And then draw this. Put the Ironworks back, doesn't really matter. Play Menagerie. Ironworks, Ironmonger. Play Goons. Make extra money with mine. And then you need 4, 7, 13 plus 2 for each additional buy past the third. You've got to do 2 more, so that's 17 money, which is not enough. He doesn't have enough, right? He only makes 12, 13. So, well, anyway, you should turn this silver, one of these silvers, into a gold. And then you got to figure out how you're scoring enough. And that's going to be ports. because that scores 4 points to buy port, I think. So you buy like port, province, cop. That's not enough. Port, goons, probably goons. You gotta hope that you have another turn. Take another lookout or something. And unfortunately, he did have to trash. Well, I don't know if unfortunately or fortunately, but he did have to trash that lookout. And then you take goons, which is going to score you 6 more points. And then you take lookout, which scores you 2 more points. And you're behind for sure. You could take a lead here by going province copper, but like the lead won't matter because obviously Postoloso ruler is scoring if he piles out because he's going to have goons in play. Um, so I think you go goons and probably look out, and then just hope that a Postoloso ruler can't pile out, which is possible. What did Apo keep? Because I would think he'd be trying to. You could also go like traveling fair and get 2 coppers, which again scores more points, but that doesn't seem great. I mean, I think it just has to be Goon's estate and say, I hope you can't pile out, and my deck is still fine. I guess you could think, like, can I afford to take Menagerie here? And if you can afford to take Menagerie here, then. And still hope that a Postoloso ruler can't pile out, but I don't think you want to do that. I think you want to make it as hard as possible for a Postoloso, because if a Postoloso ruler, if everything goes right, he should be able to pile out. Wow, he goes for the Menagerie. I don't like that. Wow, going from port to Ironmonger. I guess that makes it easier. Um, yeah, this should win. Ditch the lookout. Keep the Ironworks, I guess. Keep the port for sure. Menagerie. Well, you could do that first as well if you want, I suppose. Play the port. I would have discarded the Ironworks, but I guess it won't matter. You could just buy the border guard here, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, but with that draw, there was nothing Sam could have done at that point. You mostly needed, I guess, you mostly needed to hope that he had 2 coppers. Hi. Yes. Yeah, there's nothing. He would have made it for sure. Okay. Loan and lookout perform reasonably similar functions. Count kind of does also. Artificer, vassal, prince. There's not great prince targets. The best is probably vassal. Um, there's not much draw either. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. That's kind of nice. Gets a count. Okay. They're both going for this vassal thing, but I'm not sure about it. Well, I don't think capital is better than double tact, than single tact, but I don't know that I think either of them is actually very good. It doesn't matter what you put on, oh, Sam. Then it does matter. And he gets an artificer, which makes sense. So the thing is, vassal will hit your second tact sometimes and be sad day for you, won't it? Do do do, a go do do do. Also, vassals can hit lookouts, which is can be bad. Like, I think you definitely want to thin down and then just like buying golds and platinums and stuff. I don't know that that's not faster. I don't know. And this is play tactician by vassal. You could just see taking a stack of artificers anyway. Oh, he's tracked his deck better than I've tracked his deck. Well, you don't discard anything here, right? Well, you discard the copper. Discard the copper. That lets you trash it with the lookout. You don't play the vassal, you do play the tactician. And buys an artificer. Womp womp. Womp womp. I don't know if loan can't really be worse than copper, I guess. I don't know. I don't know that the decks they're building actually want. What? I don't think the decks they're building want Tactician that badly. So if you discard... No? So like the thing here is you don't really need Tactician to do what Sam just did. Right? Yeah, Artificer makes a lot of sense. You could go for a bandit camp because you want a village, and then trash all the spoils. Or, yeah, barracks. You just do barracks. At which point, I just don't think you need Tactician. Top deck the spoils, trash these puppies, let's go. Buy an artificer. What? What? Took the money. Hmm. Kind of. I think I like Sam's chances here. Postaloso Ruler is making some great work out of those shanty towns. Maybe I don't like Sam's chances. Stick down 3 vassals, 2 artificers. Gain, no, just stick down 3 vassals, gain a vassal. Okay. Well, this was optimal, I think. Now stick down all 3 artificers for the last vassal. Keep your vassal, play vassal, which will play vassal, which will play artificer. Yeah. And you're gonna buy colony artificer. It's hard to get to double. Count doesn't do enough. It's a weird order, I think. Top deck the vassal, take money. Yeah, now play vassal. Okay, now shantytown. Yeah, now vassal, and don't play the lookout. Do play the loan. I think you could play the spoils. I'm not sure which is better. Okay. Mostly I hadn't kept track of what these last cards were. What are the remaining cards in Sam's deck? They're all actions, right? So, like, could take an artificer now. I think he needs one more before he counts. I think. Four vassals and an artificer down for artificer. I don't think he can double this turn. And if he can't double this turn, well, he can double next turn. That might not be fast enough. Can't do it. Not enough draw. Can't get the count here. So, not understanding this. But okay. Now, is the question, do you go colony province, colony artificer, or colony barracks. I think if you double next turn, you win. Right? So you just want to make sure you can do that. So I think either artificer count or I guess capital. I think artificer is actually, maybe he's not more likely to threaten double colony. And Apostoloso ruler, I would have expected duchy there, but this maybe makes sense. He needs to get pretty lucky though, because he's got to draw that capital to be able to like colony duchy. Oh, this seems wrong. Or does it? Maybe this is fine. You can discard 5 vassals. This last card is an action. So you discard 5 vassals, get the artificer, play vassal, play this artificer, play this artificer, and you just draw a bunch of vassals, play them all. And that's only 21. But that's okay, because you don't want to double right now anyway. I think you go colony province here, but it's possible that you go colony capital or count or bandit camp. The only turn that you can't beat from, yeah, barracks even. The only turn you can't beat here from Apostoloso ruler is double colony, and I think everything beats whatever else you're doing. Okay. Okay, now these vassals all hit. You gain a copper with your artificer, you draw it up, and you win. Nothing here. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Leave your comments, your feedback, etc. And we'll see you again next time.